name is Dr. Anna Malok-Sabo. I will be your geology, historical geology professor this summer in the V1 Historical Geology Summer 2016 class. So I hope you're at the good place at the good time. And it is offered by Virginia Western Community College. I'm starting my introduction right here in the course itself. I assume you all know how to get into Blackboard. And what I will do is that I'm gonna go through all your tabs right here. And as you can see, we start with the announcement. Every time you get in Blackboard, I set it that it starts in the announcement. This is really important because that's what I will announce everything which happening in the course. First of all, this is your welcome note, and I'm just telling you that you are very welcomed in my class, and I hope we are gonna have fun. And you have to understand that this class is completely online. That means that nobody's gonna hold your hand and tell you that you have to study. You have to be able to discipline yourself, which I hope you will all be able to. I'm gonna do it just a little bit, with these announcements which come up every week. So each week, Mondays, sometimes I'm a bit lazy, so it could be Tuesday. So Monday or Tuesday, I'm gonna put up the schedule for that week. I will tell you if you have a test. I will tell you what learning unit you have to work on, and what kind of lab or internet exercises you have to do, and what do you have to do on discussion board. And I will explain all this in a minute. So let's start with the start here. The start here is a bit old. I haven't changed it for a while, but it's still very important for you to know about it. The most important thing you should know is that for Blackboard you should use Mozilla Firefox, and if you don't have it, this is a link where you can download it. This just shows you the required technical skill, but I guess if you're already in Blackboard, then you kind of know them. You have to be able to Dropbox and be able to work on your internet exercises, which are in Word file and so on. This tells you how to behave on discussion board, and try to keep this, because to have a good atmosphere, we should do it accordingly. And this here shows you the email etiquette. So please keep this all in order. That I would really appreciate it, and our class will be fun that way. We already did the announcement, so I'm gonna go to the syllabi. Here you got a couple of things. As you can see, the last thing is the syllabi itself. Before that, we have the General Virginia Western Information pack here, and I'm not gonna read it out, but as you can see, there is a lot of really good information for you here. Whatever you wanna do, it's right here, and you can just find the information. Then we go back, and as you can see, the next one is student resources. It's even better if you look at it. It has everything, like if you want to do a proctor test, or if you want to go to the testing center and you want to find information. If you have computer problems, you have to get in touch with the help desk. It is the bookstore information. Anyhow, a whole lot of every kind of information is right here for you, so remember that it's there. And the next one is the real thing. Actually, it has two files. One is the course outline. I'm not going to open up the course outline. That is just for you. If you transfer to a college which is not in Virginia, they probably will be wondering what did you learn in this class, so you can transfer it in. And if you print this out and keep it in your files, then if they ask you for it, then it's right there, so you can give it to them. And this here is the syllabi, and I already have opened the copy here, so it's right here. So this is Historical Geology Summer 2016, and remember, this is a V1 class, which means the lecture and the labs are also online. The instructor is Dr. Anna Malok-Sabo, that's me, and this is my email address, and this here is my office, but forget about that. Don't even look it up, because it's this summer I'm teaching 2 distance learning classes, so basically I'm never going to be on campus. What is the most important thing is my phone number right here. Don't look up my office phone number, because as I just told you, I won't be there all summer long. So you've got to use my cell phone number. It's 540-314-8407. You can text me, you can call me, you can email me. If you want, we can become Facebook friends. I like to do that with my students, so I will be able to see what's happening with you guys throughout your life. And my Facebook is Anna Balog, just this one right here. And then you can Facebook me. So email, text, Facebook, phone. These are the ways you can get in touch with me. And normally I respond all the time. If I'm with my phone and I get an email or text, or I answer right away. Everything is on my phone. I got my emails, my phones, my text, my Facebook, everything right here. So I usually answer right away to people. These are just the course goals and objectives. And here is the instructional methodology. As you know, this course is taught and in illustration. This course, I was just trying to read it up. So this course is going to be online. You're going to have slideshows, and you're going to have YouTube lectures. You're going to have lab exercises. These are online, or you will have a kit, a rack kit in the library, and you will be able to pick it up during the second week of the classes, not the first week. I will let you know what's going on. And then you will have some quizzes and tests, so it's all going to be online. Except the midterm and the final. That you will have to take in the learning center. You do not have to buy a textbook. I said it's optional, but do not buy it. You can do this class without the textbook completely. So basically, after you paid for the class credits, it's a free class. We don't have any prerequisites, so you're good to go. It's a distance learning class, so we don't have any kind of meeting times. But if you guys want to meet up, from May the 23rd, we could meet up, or we could do some field trips together. We will talk as soon as possible. On Blackboard, you will see the learning units, and I have described it right here, and I'm not going to do it right here because I will talk to you about it under those tabs in the discussion board, in the Blackboard. So I will talk there about the discussion board too, and the grading. Your grade will be consist of 3 online lecture tests, and these are 20% of your overall grade. You will have a comprehensive midterm exam, which is 25% of your grade, and you have to take it in the learning center, and it's going to be on paper. If you're not at Virginia Western, then you have to proctor it. The lab is going to be 20% of your overall grade, and it will include all the labs, completed internet exercises, and you will have a final, which is comprehensive from the midterm, so it's just the second part of the class, and it will be also 25% of your grade. We're going to have a participation grade, which is 10% of your class grade, and this is coming from the discussion board activities plus watching the class lectures on YouTube. I will talk to you about it in just a minute. So this is about the academic honesty violations. If I catch you violating the academic honesty, this is what's going to happen. So I just finished with this. Let's go back to Blackboard. So we finished with the syllabi, and now we're going to go to the core of the class, which are the learning units. So on the 16th, when class starts, you're going to start with the first learning unit, the geologic time. Every single learning unit starts with the objectives. And then you find the reading and learning materials and review questions. And then the last one is the assignments. So let's jump into the reading and learning materials and review questions. Each of them starts with review questions. This review questions is strictly just for you, so you will be able to get ready for the test. You don't have to answer those questions in writing. You don't have to turn them in. It's strictly for you. The next thing is the slideshow. And the slideshow is very important. You have to actually open them up and print them. You have got to print them. And the reason that you have to is because on printed notes, when you have the notes printed, then you can start listening to the YouTube videos. And I'm going to show you some. So, right here. What you want to do is that you want to print it out. See it right here, print. And you want to print, of course, all slides, but you don't want one on every page. You definitely want at least 3 on a page. And then you also want to make sure that you make it pure black and white. So therefore you don't use up that many trees while you're studying for historical geology. So this is basically going to be your book. And then when you printed this, then you start listening to the slideshow. See, it's very easy. You just click and you're there. Okay, so we are right here. And I don't want to start it. Okay, so this is the geologic time, first segment. And what I would like you to do when you get in, if you already have a YouTube channel, then you can just do it that way. If you don't, then you have to make a YouTube channel for yourself, and so you can write stuff underneath of here. Also, if you don't mind, would you please subscribe to my channel? I would really appreciate that. So every time you watch a segment, you have to put your name, and then you also have to say a sentence or something like that. And the class you're in, see, Geology 106 V1, summer 2016, and you have to put your name. So your name, your class, and one sentence about what did you think about that segment, okay? Every single segment has to have this on. And you know, this is what gives you that 10% class participation. You cannot just pass this class without actually being in the class. This is your class. This is your class time. What you spent here, that's your class time. So we're done with that. And I'm gonna go back here. And after you've done with it and you put your notes on your slideshow and you have stuff you don't understand, then you can actually look at all these links. I found links which are working with the exact same material which is in the first chapter. So you can also watch these. And then when you're done with all that and you can answer the homework questions, then you go back and you go to the assignments, and this is basically your lab work here. So you open the labs, you open the lab for the first week, and you will accomplish it. Sorry. So this is mostly calculation. You put your answers in and then you save it as on your computer, save as. And you want to do it on the desktop, and you say answered. Okay, and you save it. And that just means that when you are done with it, that you can Dropbox it for me right here. So you open this. Yay, I'm done with it, you say. And you browse your computer and you put, I don't remember what was the name of this, lab 1 or something. I'm gonna find it, the geological processes or something. I'm gonna look. It doesn't really matter. So you pick your file and then you submit it, and then you Dropbox it. It will come up in the grade book for me, so I will be able to grade it right there. And of course I'm gonna cancel it, but this is the way it goes. Okay, so as you can see, everything has the exercise, and then right after the Dropbox. You can Dropbox everything right in this one folder. So that's a good thing. After you finish the first learning unit, you can go on to the next one. And if you're done with the first two, then you can take the test 1. The test 1 is already available. Now remember, when you take test 1, any test up here, like you can take 1, 2, and 3, when you open this test, it will only open one time, and you only have 1 hour and 10 minutes. 1 hour, 10 minutes. It's a time test, 1 hour, 10 minutes. I have a bunch of multiple choice, true, false questions, and a lot of essay questions. So if you're not ready to take that test, then you're gonna run out of time and you won't be able to finish it. So make sure that you have everything ready. You can answer all the review questions before you take the test, so you will be able to finish it. Now, if I have a question and you're gonna answer a completely different thing than what was in the learning material, then I assume that you were cheating. You were looking it up on the web, and if you are cheating, I can give you an F for the whole test, or that is the academic dishonesty in the syllabi. So you can see I could do a lot of different things with you. So please do not do it. Do not do it. As I said before, you can go ahead and speed up, and you can take all the tests if you wish, as soon as you want. Or if you stay behind a little bit, it's not a big deal. But you have to make sure that you have to finish everything until the end of the semester. So let's look at the second chapter. See, this one has assignments also, and the Dropbox for the assignment right here. And I do also have a YouTube video about how to do this internet exercise. So if you still have any questions, then you can ask me. I hope you understand how to deal with the learning units. So I'm going to go on to the discussion board. You see that each week something will come up on the discussion board. The first thing you have to do is introduce yourself to the class. So I'm going to open this. You have to create a thread, and you put your name, you write stuff about yourself, and not only 1 or 2 lines. You have to write 3, 4 paragraphs. You can write about your family, job, where you're from, your hobbies, what do you want to be, what kind of job you got, how many hours do you work, do you have a pet. But most importantly, I want you to put up a picture of yourself. But I also can, it's explained right here, but I also will show it to you. The most important place, like this is the place where you actually have to click, and it will come up. It takes a little while. And then you can browse your computer. The best way to do it is if you get a Facebook file, right click on it, and then I'm just looking for a picture. So right click on your Facebook file and save it as, and save it to the desktop, and then you can just copy it right here. Then the size and everything is just going to be perfect, and you insert it. So when you submit it, it will be right there. It's too small for some reason, I don't know why. But this is the process you have to do. After that, each week there will be something new coming up. As you could see, so I have this intro right here, so I'm done with that. If I go back to the discussion board, I also have the questions and answers. So if you have any questions related to the class, this is where you can ask. Create a thread and then ask. After that, like you can see, the first one is the scientific theory, and oh, I didn't write anything, so I either will take this off or will write something about it here. And the second one is the Dead Sea Scrolls. You have to go to find what is a Dead Sea Scroll, and you have to write 3 paragraph about 3-4 paragraph about it. And it's very cool if you put pictures, because it makes it much more interesting. And then you have to put your source there. And it's really important that you talk with your classmates here. So this is where everything happening in the class. I want it to be interesting, and I want everybody to participate. Remember that 10% is coming from you watching the YouTube videos and participates in the discussion board. So even if you have to speed up your assignments or slow it down a little bit, you still have to do the discussion board entries on time. The next one is where you can check your grades. So, because I cannot see anything, to tell you the truth, these are all just upcomings, because this is brand new class, we haven't started it. And then we are done. So I hope you guys, we're gonna have a whole lot of fun. If you have any question, don't hesitate to call me or email me or ask it in the discussion board. And I hope we are gonna have a lot of fun. I'll see you guys.